Hello, and this is Tony Clarkson, and here I am at the Sanctuary. I've already done an introduction to the Sanctuary, and it explains all the things that we do there. It explains the machinery we have, the therapies we have, and the courses that we run. And within that, we have quite I would say, an expertise about certain diseases such as fibromyalgia, such as chronic fatigue, ME, autoimmune diseases. And to that end, we're going to have a special playlist on our channel where we, in the past, have filmed all the courses that we have, and we're going to release those now. And I think the best way that I can explain that to you is by introducing you to one person who's been through the whole gamut of what we offer, and that's Shirley Ann. Hello, Shirley Ann.
Hi, Tony.
Thank you so much for doing this.
Oh, you're welcome.
You're very brave. Shirley Ann, what I want to explain to the viewers is exactly what the course is. And I think the best way of doing that is to talk about your experiences of going through the last period of time, certainly over 12 months. How long is it you've been coming now?
To the Sanctuary about 4 years, but on the course I started September 19.
That's
and
right.
The course was from
That's
December.
What I mean. Yeah. Okay. And so, first of all, before we go into your experiences here, I wonder if you could just explain to the viewers exactly what is it like to have fibromyalgia? What are the symptoms?
My symptoms, I think a lot of people have different symptoms.
They do.
But
they do.
one of the main themes or things that people do get with fibromyalgia is pain.
Okay.
And it's widespread across your body.
What was the pain in your...
My main pain was actually my middle of my back at the top here, and then my legs, and my lower legs particularly.
What kind of pain in your legs?
It was severe enough to really affect my mobility.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah. And even walking up steps or up the stairs here. I mean, I used the lift when I first come.
You did, I remember.
And so my pain was quite widespread, and it would be intermittent as well. You could have a day with less pain and then you would overdo it.
So the act of walking itself used to be...
For me it was, yes, definitely.
And did you have the pain when you weren't walking? Was it...
through the night, yeah. So until I went on pain medication, which did help.
Yeah.
But thankfully I'm now, in 2 weeks I'll be off that. I'm just coming off it,
So it's a good time to be doing this video.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
So what else? We've got pain.
For me also, I had a lot of fatigue. I do think that was through interrupted sleep, because sleep is so important for our health.
Yeah.
And also just the weariness. Pain is very worrying, and I think that impacts you in every way. I think it impacts your emotions. It can impact how you feel about yourself of the day. You know, pain is chronic pain is very wearing.
So it wears you down.
It wears you down.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
And you permanently have this feeling of fatigue.
Yeah. It doesn't really shift.
It doesn't shift.
No, and the energy.
So many people have said that.
Yeah, the energy levels. From being quite active and working full time and driving and just having a busy job, it's quite a big impact.
Yeah. You had to give up your job, didn't you?
I ended up in the end, I did give up work, but I wasn't sorry about that, because my job was stressful. I was a social worker for 20 years, and I think stress has another big impact.
I was just going to mention that.
Oh, right, okay.
I think that's pretty important, isn't it?
Yeah,
that,
stress.
I'm in no doubt after 25 years as a psychotherapist that stress often can be the catalyst that tips you over the edge. And
I think for me it was.
Yeah.
I think I definitely had stress in my personal life, stress in my professional life. And I think that absolutely, I can look back and say, I had fibromyalgia for probably about 18 months before I got a diagnosis, as it was going along.
You put up with it, don't you?
You do. And I'm a lady of a certain age. So I put it down to the menopause and just stress, but actually it wasn't.
Yeah.
And so that was a bit of a relief as well. Once
to get a diagnosis.
Yeah, it was a relief to know that it was that.
Right.
Other things were contributing, definitely.
Yeah.
But it did help.
It is good to know what you're dealing with, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because if you know what you're dealing with, you can do something about it.
And that's what happened for me.
And you did something about it.
And 2 weeks later, Vanessa asked me, would I like to come on the course? So
Wow.
that was brilliant.
So I wonder whether you could just explain what the course is, what we're talking about. It's all right saying the course,
Yeah.
because we're going to release the videos.
Yeah.
We videoed everything.
Okay.
But I wonder whether in a few sentences you could just tell the viewers what's involved in the course.
Okay, so the course was for 12 weeks and it was with Malcolm leading it, who's obviously a psychotherapist here.
So that was 1 hour, 2 hours a week?
Almost 2 probably,
So
about an hour and a half. And you were with about another dozen people, most of them were ladies. And you met once a week and we listened to all the information and education really regarding fibromyalgia, ME, chronic fatigue. And that was so useful. So that was for 10 weeks. So I got information that I didn't know.
I know a lot of people on the course said that they got a different perspective of what they were dealing with.
Yeah.
And understanding it from this other perspective has helped them map out a road of recovery that's appropriate for that individual.
I think the road to recovery, knowing there was a road to recovery, gave me hope.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't on anything, it was just medication and get on with it really.
Yeah.
So that was really, really huge in giving me hope that I could get better.
And on this course, the 2 hours a week that you came here, Malcolm would offer techniques as well, wouldn't he?
Yeah, different techniques,
from
different
his NLP
ways.
background.
Yeah, looking at things, different ways of reframing things.
Yeah.
Talking to other sufferers was really useful, very validating as well to hear other people. Just that sort of support that I got from the group and from Malcolm was huge, really.
And I can say this as well, that the closeness that people got together.
Yeah, it was really, really lovely. And then the other real benefit was during the course, over 10, 12 weeks, I could have 2 treatments a week here at the sanctuary, and they were amazing. I hadn't had any treatments before, so that was all very new to me, to be on the
Could you just explain what the treatments are to the viewers?
Well, you have to correct me if I get them wrong, but the one was the Thermogem.
Theragem.
There we go, yeah. And then the bed, the electric.
So so I can explain. The Theragem is using electromagnetic frequencies and crystals in a particular way. It's off the body, the treatment, but we have astonishing results on aspects of the fibromyalgia, on pain, for instance, sleeping, things like that.
I think that was very evident. The spleen one, when it first went on, I had to ask the therapist to turn it down because I could feel a real pressure straight away, and I was really surprised by that because I'd never experienced anything before. So, and then as the weeks grew up, it could go up in more frequency.
What we're talking here as well is energy and feeling better, isn't it?
Oh, definitely my energy levels improved.
Yeah.
That was within, I would say, about 4 to 6 weeks of the treatments. I really saw a difference in my energy and my pain. And my pain as well. Pain levels, they were reduced.
Fantastic.
So yes, I had the different. I had only the other one that's like this. That sits.
The what? I didn't realise you were a Mason.
Appendage.
The what?
The appendage. The other treatment.
Oh, I'm with you. I do apologise.
Go on, have you clicked?
It's part of the Theragem treatment. And it's an assemblage mode.
Assemblage, there you go.
And what that does, I get it now. So, and what that does for the viewers is actually move your vibration body back to where it should be. When you're ill, it moves. It's almost like there's you, and then there's your energetic body next to you. And this particular technique called the assemblage move aligns you so that everything within you is as one. You know, you're not you and then a you besides you.
Yeah. Well, that was really powerful.
You nearly have me baffled on that one.
Sorry, I got you on something. And so, I found with the 2 treatments a week, the support group, the information for 10 weeks was really fantastic. And then the last 2 weeks were great. We had a nutritionist, which was mind-blowing, about food and the impact.
So important, isn't it?
Absolutely. So I got a lot of information from that, particularly regarding sugar, which I have managed now to sort of keep out my diet.
Completely.
And
what do you think sugar did?
Inflammation, definitely.
No question about it,
absolutely,
is it?
no question. No, definitely. And then the last week we'd had Veronica who did the EFT. So again, I was learning another technique.
And so again, for the viewers,
Emotional freedom technique.
Emotional
Tapping.
freedom technique, where you're tapping, and that can allow freedom from pain in the moment, there and then, by tapping certain points. There's a lot on it on the internet.
So I'm still using that. Do you know what I mean? That's something I do use. So
it's having a tool in your tool bag.
Exactly. Yeah. And I don't feel I gain more tools. I gain more ways of dealing with pain and dealing with fatigue. And then thankfully for myself, with other things that I've used since, which is the meditation, which obviously we could talk about, that's been really, really huge.
And that's one I would like to talk about quickly, if that's okay, because I know you've told me privately that meditation is such a major part of your life and day now.
Yes, it is.
And that is the thing that holds you in this new energetic you.
Yeah. Honestly, Tony, yes, I would say it's been, the most beneficial of everything. To keep a practice up of meditation has been fantastic for me. And I can see my own healing more and more as the months have gone on with committing to do that practice.
And I fully intend that we have a playlist on our channel dedicated to meditation, the different types of meditation. You come twice a week here for meditation on top of what you do.
I do.
And on the Monday, you're part of a group, which at the moment is on Zoom, but the group meets and connects in a way and sends out healing
it's lovely.
to anybody who wants to write in with a particular healing request. And on Friday, on Zoom, you're part of a bigger group that is specifically aimed at meditation, which helps you, but that meditation, the light that is generated from that, also helps the earth survive the battering that it's getting at the moment.
And both groups, I wouldn't want to miss them, the highlights of my week, really.
We all feel that, don't we?
Yeah, we do. Yeah,
but in your particular case, what a journey.
Yeah.
You've come from having to give up work, driving, walking hard.
Yeah, couldn't get up the stairs here, had to take the
Couldn't
lift.
get up the stairs. You run up the stairs now, don't you?
Well, nearly.
Yeah.
Nearly.
And that is such a change, such a transformation.
In about less than 18 months, which I want to give people that hope that they can get better.
And I'd like, you've mentioned very clearly here the different aspects that's needed, but I think there's one thing that needs mentioning, and that is that you can never go back to being who you were.
And I wouldn't want to.
No.
No.
Because if you do, you'll get it again.
Yeah, definitely.
Or worse.
And I think my whole perspective and outlook about health has changed.
Yeah.
And how important my health is to everything in life. And so it's really a bit of a wake-up call as well.
Wow. I think it certainly is that. Because if you hadn't had the strength and the wisdom and the guidance to do what you've done, I think it would have got worse, your fibromyalgia.
Yeah.
But you now live a pain-free life, you're off medication, your diet's changed, you had to do that.
Yeah.
And you are very aware of stressful situations.
And I'm managing my stress massively different as well. Yeah, I've got a different view on it. Yeah, different life perspective, really.
And meditation, to sum up also, meditation is a really important part of your day-to-day life.
It's key.
Yeah. And you just can't go back, can you?
I wouldn't want to, and I don't want to, no.
It's a new you, a different you, isn't it?
Yes. And I think it's evident to other people. I mean, people who saw me when I first came here, I do look different.
You do. You look
I
10 years younger.
Oh, thank you. That's a fantastic recommendation for anyone, isn't it, to do the course? Yeah. But no, I feel very, very different. And I can just say to people, come and try. Yeah. Come and try.
Shirley Ann, thank you so much for this interview
today. Tony, for inviting me.
And so what I would say in summing up quickly, Shirley Ann is one of our star successes. Obviously, that's what we'd put on film. But what I would say is that if you follow the guidance and you make the changes that Shirley Ann's talked about in your life, and put in deep-rooted stress reducers like meditation, you also can be like Shirley Ann. You can make that journey. You can make that recovery. You can be a new you. And finally, I'd just like to say that if anybody watching this video would like to join us on a Friday, we have a very active Zoom meditation group, and it's Friday 1:15 to about for an hour, just over an hour. And if you'd like to join us, you'd be most welcome. Our aim is to get into the thousands of people meditating together. And you can do that by sending an email to me, and I will include your name in a Zoom reminder on a Thursday that invites you to come on the Friday. And so the email address would be TC for Tony Clarkson, tc@tonyclarkson.com. tc@tonyclarkson.com. Everybody's welcome. Please join us, and I think within 1 week you'll find that you are meditating at a level deeper than you ever imagined. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you join us. God bless. Bye-bye.